Hello, this is Lisa Phillips, and here's my follow-on video for the 3 key tasks business analysts need to use when conducting requirements elicitation. The first one is trace the requirements back to scope. The people who are really good at keeping track of this are people who are very sensitive to their workload increasing and sensitive to the developer's workload increasing. If you're not sensitive to that, they're just going to bowl you over. And this is just basically every time you get a new requirement, you take the time to analyze every single one and see if it goes right back to what the scope of the project is. And if it's not, you really need to get clarification, but err on the side of caution and making when you get that scope. So if you go back and look at all the requirements you gathered, it's pretty easy to see if it supports the scope or not. But if you don't do the analysis and you include it in all your documentations, waiting until the nth hour to go, well, this wasn't even included, doesn't really work. So your daily analysis of all the requirements, you need to do this every single time, okay? Or else it's not going to end well for anybody. Now, the second part is capture and document requirements and their attributes. Their attributes are commonly held in a RACI matrix, and this stands for responsible, accountable, consulted, and informed. Right here, and if you've never seen one before or need guidance on how to create it, you can just Google RACI matrix, and there's a ton of examples for you to use. But basically, it traces everything back to who made the requirement, who is the responsible party, who can make the decisions, and who needs to be kept aware of this requirement as it goes forward, and who are the responsible parties. So every single requirement that's created, I've seen Excel documents extremely long with RACI requirements, and I'm always extremely happy about them because we know exactly who to consult, and someone is listed as the person who makes the decision. And at the end of the day, it's honestly the decision maker that's the most important. It's when decisions aren't getting made and we're not getting to the right person that we have a lot of issues. And as a developer, I could even tell you, it's like, okay, do I give you the date like this or in this format? I need to know. We need the decision maker to make that firm decision, because I can give you what I think, but we really need to specify that to give off to the developers. And the third thing is to conduct a business glossary. And again, I'll give you the developer's point of view. This is very important, so we know that we are giving them the data they want to see. There's a lot of third-party tools that already have the business glossary, or you can take the metadata within a database. Some places already have like a table created just to have all the information of what each area is, so it's an easy pull. So there's different ways that they hold this information, but this business glossary will be very important, especially in a development or technical type product, because you need to refer back to the root cause of, or what you need to know what items and terms mean and are for, and as it relates to the technical side of things. So this is really important. So make sure that you're going through that and you're getting clarification and you're not leaving it half empty at all possible. Fill in that business glossary, because you'll need to refer back to it when you're making decisions on what data goes where on the source to target mappings especially. And those source to target mappings or crosswalks, they're called different things depending on the project, are the only thing that developers are going to use and see. So having the terms accurate and using the business glossary to help you works. So there's a lot of third-party tools, or people put it directly in the database. One third-party tool that I know of and that I've used is IBM DataStage. InfoSphere has a business glossary component to it, but there's a lot more out on the market. So thank you very much.